repeat a step. Right here are the valve clearances. Gives you for the intake it's 10 millimeter, and for the exhaust it's 12 millimeter. And here's a quick picture of the caps, the timing cap, and the crankshaft cap. We're going to need to take the crankshaft off so you can turn the crank to make sure it's at top dead center on the combustion stroke. And I'm thinking actually, since I'm right here, I might be swapping out the spark plug because I got a new one for it. I might as well, since I'm gone this far. It's pretty dirty. I really wish I had some simple green, but at the moment I don't. So I'll have to do that another time. But alright, yep, I'll put you guys down, and I'll get to work on this thing, and I'll see you in a few. Okay guys, pretty simple setup here. So the spec for the valve clearance on the intake side is 0.10 millimeter, and that's what I got here with my feeler gauge right there. And all you do is you loosen the nut here, and loosen this. You can turn the flathead screwdriver here, and that either tightens or loosens the tappet. And I'm gonna have to check this again because it does feel a little loose, but we'll see here. Get it in there, and so. Yeah, just make sure there's just ever so slight amount of drag as you're pulling it in and out. It's kind of hard because it's such a tight spot. But I'm going to have to check the exhaust side, and we'll see what we got here. I have reason to believe that the person that did this before might have done it wrong, incorrectly, and over-tightened these, but without really any clearance whatsoever. But we'll see. I hope not. And I hope it's not because there was a serious noise coming from the engine, that they tighten the living crap out of them or something like that. So that might be something I'll have to find out, because if I have to tear this engine apart, well, I won't be happy. It might be because it might have a stretched timing chain or something like that, because that's a very common issue with these bikes. And if I do, I'll replace the timing chain. And if I have to do that, though, I'm definitely going to put a cam in it, probably a stage 1 cam. And so yeah, we'll see. But right now, that was pretty close, and it is a little loose, so I'm going to have to check that again and make sure it's properly set correctly. And so, okay guys, thanks for watching, and we'll keep going on this here valve adjustment. So, okay, so we just I got done adjusting the valves. I hope they're right. We'll see when I start it back up. But yeah, the valve clearance is 0.10 and 0.12 for the exhaust. So 0.10 for intake, 0.12 for the exhaust. And I showed you guys the wrong feeler gauge. So just so you know, make sure you do the right one. Also, just a little helpful tip is add a little bit of oil to the tappet adjuster caps. That way they don't bind, and you can reuse the rubber gasket without it splitting. And let's see, top dead center, which was pretty sweet. I just ended up pulling the plug just to make sure I was on top dead center, because I wanted to do it right. Yeah, I'll pop these plugs back in and get this thing back together, and I'll get started on my oil change. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at this point. Alright guys, so I did the valve adjustment, and I kind of pretty much put it back to the way it was. So because when I started it up, after I adjusted, it was making a pretty loud tick, so I tightened those back up, and there was a tiny bit, like ever so slightly, of clearance. But I don't know what's up with the factory spec here, because if you look what it says here, it's intake 0.10, exhaust 0.10. Those are big numbers, man. So I don't know, but I'm happy with where I got it now, and it's pretty close to where it was when I received it, and it ran fine. And I don't know. That's pretty strange. I hope that's a misprint, because if not, I mean, those suckers would be very loose. They'd be chattering like crazy. So, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. And anyways, so yeah, I just did everything in reverse. You know, put the covers on, timing covers, the tappet covers, just put the exhaust tank back on, the gas tank back on. Sorry, it's a long day. I used a different, let me see here, I used a different, you can see there, I used a real hose clamp there for the gasoline feed tube there. And sorry, my technical terms are off today. I don't know, just really, this is new, so yeah, I'm just not used to doing stuff like this with an ATV. I worked on a motorcycle, and I gotta say, you know, I think the Nighthawk was easier to work on, but I guess I'm just gonna move on to the oil change, because you really don't need to watch me put the fenders and stuff back on, because it's just a reversed order. So let's see how much oil I got here. Yeah. Oh, I still got some used oil in here, so I guess okay, so I got this side all buttoned up there. Filters in. It's all screwed together. This side, just getting ready to drop the oil in. Got my funnel. With the oil change, I think it's well 1.9 quarts. After an engine rebuild, it's like 2.3 or something. But got a couple of quarts of oil here, and let me see here. Oh, by the way, it's 1040, so that should help down here with the heat. Florida heat's pretty crazy, especially if I end up ever going to croon. So, make sure there. Pop that up. So, yep. One down. And 0.9 to go. Funny numbers. Really interesting numbers. So, yeah, royal purple. By the way, I went with this because the Harley Davidson guys, they swear by this stuff. It helps reduce heat, and which is good. Down here, air-cooled engines, you know, they can get pretty hot, and Harley Davidson guys, you know, they don't want their V-twin exploding or anything, so. Let's see here. Okay, that should just about do it. And well, guys, it's just about done. I'm just gonna check everything once over one more time and button it up, and that'll be all she wrote. So I hope this video was helpful. I know I kind of cut out an important part there with the checking the tap, the valve tap clearance, but it's pretty straightforward. There's a lot of help there available on Google, and yeah, so if you have a 400EX, I hope this video helped you, and if you're thinking about buying one, I guess so far so good with me. I don't know, it's a pretty stout machine. It runs good, pretty powerful. A lot of people say it's not very fast on the forums. They're out of their minds. They're idiots. So I'll credit that to them. But yeah, I hope this video is helpful, guys, and I'm just gonna button it up and get ready to go to bed because it's getting pretty late here. So Thanks for watching.